Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in my last two videos, I have explained the Microsoft Purview concepts like basics of information protection and the data loss prevention in a simple way. So today I have prepared some interview questions based on those topics. So these questions will help you to revise what we discussed earlier and also get you ready for a real interview scenarios. So if you watched my previous videos, this will be a quick recap plus a confidence booster. So we will just get started with the interview questions. um, yeah. So first question is like, what is this Microsoft Purview Information Protection and why it is important? As we know, this is a framework that helps the organization to discover, classify, protect, and monitor the sensitive data across the multiple locations, on premises, clouds, devices, and the application. So why it is important? So most organizations don't know exactly where the sensitive data are there. So by using this regulations like GDPR, HIPAA requires the protection of the sensitive information. So by this, it reduces the risk of accidental leaks, insider threats and data misuse. So the next question is, what are the three goals of Microsoft Purview Information Protection? As we discussed earlier in the previous videos, we have three goals. One is know your data, protect your data and prevent the data loss. So know your data, it is like find and classify the sensitive data using tools like the sensitive information types and the trainable classifiers. And protect your data, it will apply the sensitivity labels, encryption, access control, and monitoring. And next is the prevent data loss. It uses like DLP, data loss prevention, to stop intentionally or unintentionally sharing the data to the other organizations or other unknown persons. So what tools, next question, what tools does Purview provides for discovering and classifying the data? So here, discovering and classifying the data is nothing but know your data. That is one of the goal. In that, we have a tools called sensitive information types, trainable classifier, and data classification category. In that, it comes under, we have a content explorer and the activity explorer. So sensitive information detects the predefined patterns like a credit card numbers, and the trainable classifiers, it uses the machine learning to detect the custom patterns. Okay, it will learn based on our examples and it will protect the data. So content explorer is nothing but lets you see where the sensitive data is located. So activity explorer, it will show how users interacts with the sensitive data. Okay. And so can next question is, can you explain the sensitive labels and their purpose? So sensitivity labels classify and protect the data by applying the encryption, content marking, and access control. So encryption is like, it will control who can open the data, and content marking is like for headers, footers, and the watermarks. We are keeping the watermarks and all. Access control, who can edit and forward or a print. So in that, we have example labels like, we can have a personal, public, confidential, highly confidential, all these things. So these, they can be applied manually, automatically by default, or we can also make that at a mandatory across the Microsoft 365 apps. I mean, different location like Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive, and all. So next question, how does Microsoft Purview helps protect on-premise and the cloud data? So on-premise is like, it uses the information protection scanner to discover and label the sensitive data on servers and the file shares. So cloud is nothing but it uses the Microsoft Defender for cloud apps to apply the sensitivity labels to the files in the services like OneDrive, Dropbox, SharePoint, and the Google Workspaces and all. So Azure storage, we have Microsoft Purview data map automatically discover and label the sensitive data in the blob files in the data lake. Okay, and the next question, what is the Microsoft Purview DLP and how does it work? So Microsoft Purview data loss prevention, it will prevent the sensitive data from being leaked or misused by applying the rules across the emails and Teams, Endpoint, and cloud services. Okay, the main key components is like we have the DLP policies, Endpoint DLP, Teams DLP, and the Chrome extension DLPs. So next question, what is DSPM and how does it relate to Purview? Okay, so DSPM is nothing but data security posture management. So this will help the organization to improve their data security with the pre-built, built reports and the recommendations. And we have DSPM for AI. It will focus on securing the AI related sensitive data. So these tools work with the Purview to automatically create the default labels and the policies for faster adoption. So we have like one more question. How does the Microsoft Purview handling the license? So remember, we should have a Microsoft 365 E5 license in order to use all these features. And just take an example. Next question, can you give me a like real world example of Purview in action? So this particular example we have discussed in our previous videos as well. Suppose if a company manages the employee medical records, first what we have to do, first we have to define the medical records as a sensitivity labels. Then we have to configure the classifiers to detect the health ID cards or the terms. So then we have to make sure that, okay, if it is if it is having a sensitive information, we have to automatically apply the highly confidential sensitivity labels with the encryption. Then we can check by using this content explorer and the activity explorer, so what kind of things they are doing, like we are, it's like a monitoring them. So and at last we can set up the DLP to prevent the unauthorized sharing of those records via email or the Teams. So next question, how can developers extend the Microsoft Purview information protection? So developers can use this Microsoft Information Protection SDK to integrate labeling and the protection features into the custom apps or third-party solutions. Okay, this ensures that consistency protection across an organization's ecosystem. So whatever I have taken in this particular session is based on the last two videos. So after every two videos I will try to get I mean give the interview questions based on the previous topics, so that we can able to get the previous knowledge as well, and like it's just a boost up your confidence. uh, Thank you for watching.